JJ here, Mixed Media Woodworks. It is layer 4. Yes, you heard that right. I snuck in a third layer last night, because it just hadn't laid out as level as I would like, so I layered out mostly a bunch of clear and a little bit of black here and there. And this is the result. And as you can see, it is really flat now. And it's time to put on our, I'm going to say final coat, but you know, again, in the spirit of experimentation, this might not be the final coat. We'll see once we get there. So from here on out, fast forward, we'll see you at the end of it. Okay, here's where we're at. I did sneak in another coat, and as you can see, it darkened it out, and I'm starting to get into some darker spaces. I want that blackness. There's got to be a good, at least a third, if not half of the picture in these darker tones in order to make this, the rest of it, stand out. So with that said, I'm going to get right to the pouring. We've got our Jet Absolute black, this is like piano black, dries with just super deep dark and shiny, and that combined with our clear to help preserve some of the other layers, introducing new colors. Again, it's all experimentation, whatever you want to do. This is what I want to do. So here's where we're at. We're pouring ourselves a good portion of black because we want to make sure to flood out some of that underground color there. And then we're going to get all our major colors happening here. I'm watching this and I'm of course having to do a voiceover on this because I really wanted to try to go through the process as I was doing it, and I realized that trying to explain as I go, it'd be a pretty long video. So here I'm just kind of giving you some impressions as to how this works, doing the layering. I'm trying very hard to get a picture in my head of where I want to go with it. It takes some experimentation, it takes a little practice, but it's not that hard to figure out that you're putting in panels, each one representing a whole different selection of colors and, if you will, shapes to a degree. Pattern, not so much in this case as trying to define spaces. And that's where I went there with the darker colors on this palette, because we're trying to give the impression that things are in the deepest, darkest, blackest of space. And to do that, we wanted our ether nebulas, so to speak, and other color portions of this to stand out underneath that. And so there's windows of black and clear to help preserve those color layers, and then black to further define the edges of where they are. And with a final bit of blowing it around here and spreading it out, we're done. It is until you find something like this. And it's gonna happen, you know, what can you do? All I could do was pick it out, and luckily it flowed back and straightened out, and we ended up with this. And that, I think, we can work with. Time to add the clock, and we'll be back very soon with that video. Stay tuned. Mixed Media Woodworks, this is JJ. Stay upright, breathing, and creating. See you later. Here's a quick sneak peek of some of our winter projects. We have some nightlight projects, 2 different possible guitar projects, our cosmic clock that we're just about finished with, not 1, not 2, but 4 different possible jewelry boxes. We'll get into that later. I got several model kits. I haven't done a model kit in years, and I think this winter might be the time for it. And finally, I've got a couple of models that I've done in the past, and I just want to get some nice bases for them. So there you have it. A lot of work, and well, time to get at it. See you later.